Right, morning folks. I'm just about to head out up the woods. I'm just having a quick cup of tea, Darjeeling tea, Barney. Alright, it's a shut it sun. I'm going to be testing out a few little different things today, just mucking around while I'm up there. Just Max QDs. My wife went in there the other day, Mrs C went in now and picked me up a pair of these socks. Merino wool, thick, quite a high leg, you know, they come up to about my calf, $4.99, not a bad little buy, eh? So if you're UK or if you've got QDs wherever you live, get in now and get yourself some merino socks, $5.99, which are obviously good for this time of year. It was a little bit more packed than usual. Reason being, so I brought out some bits that I've made or done or used, blah, 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 blah. So I thought I'd share it with you folks. I want to try out this Nido tin. You ever use this stuff? It's lovely. Dried milk powder, it's got a great shelf life on it, and this tin is finally emptied. This is the smaller one, and I've got a few of these small ones and one big one, and I thought what I'll do is when I come out today just to do a bit of videoing. Recently I've done this a while ago, but over time I've been obviously exhuming my own pine oil from fatwood. And basically what I've been left with is this charcoal. So I thought what I would do today in this, you know, as part of some of the video, is that what I did with the Nido tin, I literally just drilled a shitload of holes in it. Okay, put the lid back on, and then I put a bit of mesh to act as a platform for some of the charcoal, so we've got a nice bit of draw there. And then what I'm going to do is actually where the so basically what I did then was I put some mesh in the base of it, and then I've got, when I bought the orange tarp from DD Tarps, now I'm not caning DD Tarps, but they do quite a good tarp, but then they send out these stupid pegs. I mean, I just don't know what they're any good for. They're no good for putting in the ground. So basically what I did was I cut two of them down literally this morning frantically, because I had a bit of a brain fart, to actually put a bit of mesh in the bottom. So then what I've done is I've actually done it now where these pegs, let's try it back out, these pegs will now, you get the picture, they go through there like that, one through the other side. And then frantically this morning I was cutting out a bit of mesh in the old man cave. Just spite myself with the end of the mesh. Things I do to you folks, you know what I mean? Anyway, and there we go. So then what I'm going to do is obviously put the charcoal on in now and just use it as a fire. I'm not putting a proper fire in it. I'm just using some of this charcoal that I've got to exhume from the fat wood for the oil. Tastes really not. So I was mucking around at the weekend in my shed, sorting out a couple of atlatl launchers, and where I was using the draw knife, shaping up a piece of hazel, I thought I'd use some of that to obviously go in here. Now, as I say, I'm not going to use it for. I might later on, you know, in the video, I might try it out and just see how it is with fire, with flame. But I want to see how it works with just the charcoal, you know. Don't get me wrong, I do like my stoves and everything else, but it's just a bit of fun, just a bit of, you know. lovely and dry, what you would expect from charcoal. I just use another bit of fat wood. Be enough actually. God, I'm bleeding all over. I got a little bit over ambitious with the charcoal the first time. I just thought that was enough of a burn. So literally what I've done now is I've broke some of the charcoal down and put some more of the shavings in. And I'm just trying it again. It looks like it's starting to take better. I tried to put a spark into some of these bits of pine, but they didn't seem to take the spark. But, that fits perfectly on. So there's still a beautiful smell of pine coming off that. Absolutely wonderful. Let's try and get it in from the underneath. Charcoal's certainly working. Well, that's hot. So it's alright whether it's hot or not, it's whether or not it's going to heat up the pot. Oh, look at that! Whether it's hot or not, it's going to heat the pot because it's a pot. Is it going to heat the pot? Bot. No, I've never been a rapper, would I? I'll add some bits of wood. It's certainly taking longer than I thought it might have done. Whether it's I need some more holes in it or whatever. Charcoal's sort of taken well, but it's obviously taking a while to heat a cup of water, which is, it's fun having a go at it. But, yeah. Whether or not it's suffocating the, I thought maybe the holes at the top there would be fine, maybe not. So what I've done is I've just cut a couple of sticks, flattened them off on the one side. I'm going to put them in there, like I said, do a rocket stove and see if that helps with the heat, with the airflow. Ideally it's best to use green sticks, but I was being lazy, I couldn't bother to get up, so I just grabbed what was there and used it. Yes. Certainly better, isn't it? And I drilled holes in the top there, but obviously with the pot they suffered there, and obviously blocking them vents. But you know what I mean, sort of part of the experimenting and playing around as you do. sticks because the other two started burning underneath. For about sort of 3 hours to get a brew, then this would be fine. It's all part of the experiment, isn't it, and the fun, and using hobo tins and things like that. I just thought, I didn't know what to do with that tin, so I thought, why don't I just drill a shitload of holes in it and then see if I can use it as some sort of stove. I'll put the charcoal in now. I just, you know, you've got the mesh, the charcoal, there is heat coming from there, the water is starting to steam up, believe it or not. But it hasn't taken 3 hours. It's probably taken about 40 minutes so far. But it's not, you know. I think I'm going to go home and, you know, which is all part of fun in the experiment. I'll probably drill a few more holes in it and stuff like that. And I'm not giving up on the idea though, you know. So whether or not it's still, I mean, obviously there's heat off the coals and the and the charcoal and everything that's in it. But for some reason it just seems to. Obviously, maybe there's a lack of airflow into it, or maybe I've got a lack of fuel, I don't know. But I mean, it's certainly vented better now. Those two little bits of green willow stick on now. And there's loads of twigs in there. But I think maybe it's the airflow that's the issue right now. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I've got the hot brew anyway, that's the main thing, isn't it? I've certainly done what he was supposed to do in the end. was having a little bit of a YouTube thing, and I was watching some of old Jasmine Skahansky and Kelly Harton, watching some of their videos, and I just thought, I know what I'll do. I haven't made a roycraft frame for a long time. Now, I totally get it. Great skill to know how to make one of these, rucksack frame and everything else. But I've got a rucksack, I've got a day sack. So I suppose if at some point I ever lose my rucksack, but still have all the contents that are contained inside, then I can knock myself up some sort of frame if I'm in a woodland to carry my gear on. I know I'm probably coming across a little bit sarcastic, but still a great skill to learn. But let's hope I never have to use it, I suppose. Now this is mule tape. I'll come by this by Chris, my mate Wilderness Nomad, give me some of it. And if you ever watch Morse Kahansky, you'll know that he swears by this stuff. And I've literally got some to use for whatever. But it's really strong stuff. It's almost like it's not dissimilar to sort of the same material as I suppose as climbing slings and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna butcher it now, because what I'm gonna do is I've literally put these knots on this frame as a temporary fixing, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knock myself up the frame again with some better cordage, because I've pretty much run out of cordage. And then secondly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the mule tape to attach it to. So that's the last of the embers out of that stove. I just want to get rid of them. That didn't work too greatly, I must admit, just like that, just burn my fingers. But I'll certainly go back and back to the drawing board and have a play around with it. That bit was just a bit of garden swine. The other bits I did up so that I could do them so that I don't just waste the cordage. I did the old jam knot. Come undone with it, really. I suppose that's why it's a jam knot, div. These weren't the straightest bits of willow that I'd used to make the frame up, but yeah, they'll do. Not giving up on that just yet. Yeah, so while I think about it, don't forget to subscribe, like and share the videos. Always, that's deeply appreciated. Looks like I've hit the 4,000 mark now, my subscriber numbers, so I'll just thank you so much to everyone that follows the channel and that subscribes to the channel. Really appreciate that one. So hey, I'm off now. Thanks for joining me in the video. If you've got this far to the end, just some idiot practicing a few bits. Obviously I'll go home and have a look at that hobo stove that I made out of the Nido tin. Obviously needs some more vents in it and stuff like that. And I'm going to knock up the roycraft frame for maybe a future video. So see you later folks, take care.